So this is our second lesson on our building a first-person shooter game. And originally put it by Jimmy Vegas. So I'm just going to try to make it a little bit simpler for my classes using it. I give credit to him. And so first of all, I've sort of added some stuff to the floor, which I'll show you, but I'm going to rename this as box. And then box. So I'm just going and hitting return on the Mac. I think it's control on the PC, or you can type it up here and hit enter. So I've renamed those. So they actually mean a little bit something more. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple simple things with it. And just get a little bit more familiar with using Unity. Okay, so first thing I did was put a material in the box. Now you're going to have the materials attached in Google Classroom, and it's pretty easy. All you have to do, I made a, come down to Assets, right click, Create, Folder, and I called it Textures. And then I just simply dragged those in. And virtually you can, hold Shift and then just drag them all in. Or you can do it one at a time, just dragging them straight into the textures. And then, of course, I dragged my crate onto my my two boxes and let it go. Now you notice when you create a texture, it also creates a material. And so this is where your mapping is actually the material. And so in this case, I went and I created a new material called floor. So I just create new material and I call it floor. And then keeping that highlighted right there, I went into my textures and I dragged this right up there. So I just took this tile and dropped it right in that box. Okay? And then, because the tile was like huge, I changed it to about the same thing our floor is. If we look at our floor, it's 100 by 100. So I made this 100 by 100. You want to fool around with it, let's just try 150. Not a whole heck of a lot of change. Let's just do something crazy. Make it like 500. So I don't see too much changes in the tile there. I like these settings. I'm just going to set it back to 100 by 100. Okay. Anyway, so if we, now we have nothing on these, our boxes, but we need to put rigid body on them. So easiest way is just come down here. I wonder if we could highlight them both. And let's type physics. Well, we'll just type rigid body. And there we go. rigid body on both of them. Okay, so if I grabbed one, and let it go, it's going to fall. And let's sort of rotate around a little bit. See where our camera is. Actually, let's just come here. Get the way we like it. Delete that camera and align with you. Okay, now we can see it. So when we're adding rigid body, we get gravity and it falls. So, and if we wanted to, let's just say we rotated it 45 degrees. And because of the 45 degrees is a pretty perfect angle, it's just going to stay there, but if we rotated it like 40, it's going to tumble over. And let's take that camera, double click on it, spin around a little bit, and let's move it in some. So what we got? There we go, much better view. Okay, so we need physics on both of our boxes. And we're not going to put anything on the floor. If we did, the floor would just fall. So anyway, a little bit of lessons on physics. Now let's put our box back 1.5. And let's have it at 0. Just like the other one. Okay, go ahead and fool around this a little bit if you want. Change that tile. You can drop on some of the other materials if you want. You could drop the textures on and just fool around with it. Change the tiling on the materials till you get the way you like it. Let's try something here. Now let's zoom in. Okay, those are pretty tight little tiles. I like that. There we go. There we go. Now we've got some tiles. So the floor I created gave me the initial tiling to fit around the thing, but the tile material I dragged on, this is where you change that 100. As you can see, those are nice tight little tiles. So you can fool around with that, make them different colors, but I think that looks cool. Anyway, give that a try and let me know if you have any questions.